Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edgar Mendez. I have a little bit of a different setup. It is actually a work in progress. I just want to let y'all know that. I'm so happy you're all here. If there is like a wobble, like you like that, it's because of the new setup. I'm switching it to be a different angle than what it was, but I do have a bit of a different setup. So if it does wobble right now, nothing I can do until I get my Amazon delivery. So here we are. And today we're going to be doing a reading focused on an all signs reading focused on who is coming towards you. So I was going to like make it general like I normally do, but Metatron said to specify it to love. So I'm going to be doing that unless, well, a sign, gets not love, but that's actually what my focus is going to be. What's coming towards you next in love. All right. Sorry, I had to like clean my glasses anyway. I was just eating pistachios, so if I have some in my teeth somewhere, I may have to get it. All right. Hi everyone. Hi Wendy. Wendy has this. October 6th. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, anyway, I just want to say hi to Wendy. Hi, Diane. Sarita, Chastity. Michaela, thank you for being here. We have Mary, Wendy again, Mimi. I'm so happy you're all here. Also, I will be filming. Actually, wait a second. I'm going to text her now. I'm going to be doing my new podcast. Okay. It's just like my new podcast, and I'm gonna have a guest host every week. So I'm gonna ask her now when free to record the podcast. And if you are like a light worker, you do a light worker wage shower type thing, and you are interested in coming onto my podcast, let me know. You can email me. Let me put that in the thing. Yeah. New podcast. God, I want to write the name, but I have a block still, and it's hurting to write it. Anyway, it's hard with rejection. I think that's where I'm at now. I've been healing a lot. That's been keeping me from my purpose, but the rejection part is the tough one for me right now. Anyway, new podcast. Need guest hosts, light workers, or way showers. I don't mind skeptics either, but that's actually what it's going to be about. I already have the the artwork done by Kat. I'm so happy. But yes, sorry, it's really difficult. This has been like 8 months journey to this path. Anyway, sorry, just like every time I'm like I push through it, it hurts. It's exhausting, but we got to keep going, right? Anyway, but I am looking for a new host, or it's not new host, a guest host. Different host every week or whenever I film. So if you are interested in that, just write me an email. It's a really good way for a lot of you to advertise, by the way. You'll get it when you see the name of the podcast as well. Anyway, I also want to let you all know I do have announcements in my description section. I have a community candle. It's going to be lit this Saturday, as well as a guided meditation I will be doing this Saturday. And I have live readings for Sunday. If you're interested in any of those things or anything else, I have a lot of people booking karma clearings now. I'm like so booked on that. I had to do them tomorrow. If you're interested in any of that, please just, check it out and see. All right. But yeah, hi everyone. All right. I think that's it. That's all I have to say about that. Let's get started. You know me, I like to go quickly. Sorry. Oh, right. And again, if there is shaking, and the angle is not quite where it needs to be, but it's it's closer to what I want. Anyway, sorry about the shake, everyone. I do apologize. Okay, anyway, let's start with Aries. Let's see who's going to be answering our questions this day. We have Metatron stepping forward to answer the questions. All right, so today's reading is going to be focused on what's next in love, by the way. Okay, it is what it is. That's what I felt. It's like, oh, this should be what's next in love. So it is. All right, so all right, 450. Okay, again, sorry about that wobble. Saturday I'll be okay. Anyway, so let's take a look here. Metatron, can you tell me what's next in love for Aries right now? I see a few different suitors coming towards you, Aries, and when it comes to love, sorry, I don't know if you can hear me. When it comes to love right now, there are people, I actually see you going through what is very typical in this world, tests, right? You know, you do want right, the thing that everyone's searching for right now. I'm watching on Amazon the twin flame universe documentary thing. I'm on episode 3. It's so crazy anyway, but it's like, so I have that on my mind, the love on my mind, so that's why Management said it's love anyway. But anyway, so I digress. I see you going through a cycle or cycles where you're going to be tested on what it is that you actually want. And specifically, you're going to be tested on the past situations that you have closed out, right? Karmic cycles, lessons. So I wanted to say like a player, like you've dated a player or you dated someone who has that sort of game, or you're dating people who are avoidant when it comes to intimacy. I don't know. It's stuff like that. These are the kind of lessons I see headed in your direction. And all of these things are tests, right? You are meant to say no to these people. You are meant to. So it's a message for you, but it's very clear that I see a bunch of different suitors headed towards you. What Metatron says is often they look better and better as you start to say no. Like they have even I don't know. Oh, how do I phrase this? Sorry, I don't. You can tell. The dating world has no interest in me, but it's like you're gonna date people that are, it's gonna be very difficult for you to say no. But remember what it is that you want during these experiences. Like, I want this, right? And if it's not that, you say no. That's the point. And management says it's gonna be very difficult for you to be like no, right? But you must. And it's very triggering. It's what he's saying that this experience is going to be, because you're going to be scared, right? You're going to be, for one, there's a poverty lack energy coming through, where what if I don't have anything else? There's always more. It really is. It's like, it's just an endless supply of people. I don't know if you noticed this, but there's so many people on this planet. It's just so, there's always more. And American's saying for you not to let fear dictate and control whether or not you say yes to things that are not for you, that are not right, that are not exactly what you're looking for. Let me see. Metatron suggests that you have 3 things, like a 3-point list of what it is that you need, and make sure that this matches that. And if you do that, you should be okay. But the hard part is saying no to these people because of, well, lack, poverty, lack mindset. And they also seem very appealing, but they're not quite right. They're not quite what you're looking for, and that's the point. Let me see if there's any other information on how you can navigate this. This is like one of the topics I don't really talk about, and it's because I have no interest in it. But I know it's important for a lot of you. It's no big deal, right? It's just not for me. So I got to pull most of this information from him. Metatron, can you tell me, is there anything specific that Aries can do in order for them to encourage a positive outcome here? Trusting your intuition. There is something. It's something that I used to do a lot. Pendulum swing. I know that, I don't know. You can do dowsing as well, but pendulum is easier, is what he's saying for you. You can use a pendulum swing and ask, is this right for me or is this wrong for me? And trust that answer. And just because it's right now doesn't mean it's going to be right forever, but all right? So it's just something to take note of. He's saying that that's a little hack you could use. Is there anything else that you suggest for the Aries viewers, or anything else coming towards them that's maybe love or not relating to love? No, just lessons right now. People, specific things. It's worth it, is what he says, to say no. It's worth it. It's just a message for someone. I know that that's hard, right? Some of you may have had a long dry spell, and it's amping up, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, well, I don't know. It's been a long time, and yeah, if in your heart it's like no, then it's a no, and trust. He's saying that it's worth it to say no. It's worth it to say no to what you don't want, is what Metatron's message is for you right now. And it's okay to hold yourself in high regard as well. It's another one as well. I don't see you being imbalanced with this. I actually see you being the opposite, right? Where you're not holding yourself in high regard, or you're not treating yourself well enough. So just keep that in mind. I don't see issues here, but it's just that. Anyway, any last thing that you have for the Aries viewers, Metatron? This is a specific one. It is also very important. Do not seek answers outside of yourself right now. In fact, what you need to be doing is looking within for these answers. I know how hard that is. Don't think I was just doing private readings earlier today, the pre-recorded ones I offer. And I see people asking me stuff that they really shouldn't be asking. Like, you should be figuring this out for yourself on your own. But I know that we don't trust ourselves, and I've been in that energy. But what Metatron wants for you is for you to learn to trust yourself more and more, and learn to trust what other people say. I'm not going to say less and less, but learn not to need it as much, and learn not to seek it out as much. And the answers will come when they're ready to come. So it's important. There's a need for more patience as well. All right. That's all I got for you. I want to thank you, Aries. Don't forget to like and comment. Let's see. We're at 10 minutes. Again, sorry about that, Wob. Okay, let's take a look here. Beautiful. Okay, Taurus, let's take a look here. Measure, can you tell me what's next in love for Taurus? I actually see a real good suitor for you. I think this person is going to make you very happy. Taurus, let's take a look here. Can you tell me more about this person? Like, who are they? How will Taurus meet them? You are meeting someone that you're at the same place. So one thing that I would give as an example is, let's say you're meeting someone, you go to college and you meet someone there. Like, it's a same place kind of thing, like on the same level type of thing. I think this person is actually going to be very beneficial for you. One of the things that Metatron is saying is they bring joy to your life. And obviously, we all know we have to give ourselves that joy, but it is okay when someone reminds us, right? Whether it's a being of light or a person, what we're missing out on. And I feel like this is someone who's going to be a very impactful person to your life, because they bring joy into it and they bring happiness into it. And that's something that you kind of needed, that reminder. All of us have been in this energy where you just forgot what it's like to be happy, and you forgot what it's like to have that feeling of enjoying your life. Like, I don't know about all of you, but I've had those experiences often in my history, in this life that I've currently living, where I wasn't really happy. And when you kind of have that reminder about what you're missing out on, it's beautiful. What Metatron says that people often do is they associate that feeling, right, coming from someone else, but they're just reminding you what you've been missing out on. They're not meant to be the source of it, right? You are. But that's the point. I hope that makes sense. So they're coming in to make you happy. They're coming in to make you remember what you're missing out on, but they're not coming in to be the source of it. That's the problem. That's what humans have a problem with, right? They often see people as the source of their happiness because this is happening for them. But it's only happening to give you that reminder. It's only happening to give that wake-up call. And that's what I see this person. They're very sweet, by the way. You're going to really love their smile. That seems to be the clear one. I actually see them as actually physically fit as well. Good head on their shoulders. They wear their heart on their sleeve. Very much in touch with their emotions. Metatron says it's new age. I don't know what that means, though. He says it's very much new age kind of person, someone who's approached to life, and I want to say dating life, more new age, where they're more open and they're caring. And this is someone who doesn't mind and actually appreciates, right, giving out love and giving out care. And sorry, what is the other piece of this? They love to make people feel good as well. So this is their energy. It's what they naturally do. And it's a very beautiful energy. I think it's going to have a really big impact on you. One of the things that I was thinking about when I was watching that Twin Flame Universe documentary, and it's something that came through here, is when we meet people, we exchange energy with them, right? When we meet someone who has a really high vibrational energy, and then they give us some of that, it's a really big impact on our life. And I see that person actually having this impact. I'm not saying you're miserable. I don't see that, but I think you forgot You forgot what it's like to feel amazing. And that's what this person is going to do for you. And their energy is going to stay with you, right? As long as you cultivate it, it will stay. And that's the point. Meditation does suggest that you learn to cultivate that feeling on your own. Is there any other suggestions that you have? Inspiration seems to be a key one, following your inspiration. And I want to say it's going to lead to a lot more abundance and money. That's what meditation says. It's the path to that. Are there any other things headed towards a Taurus right now? The new moon, very important for you, by the way. It's what he says. The new moon, very important. I would, if I were you, I would get my candle because it's all about new love, by the way. I just realized that that's probably why we're getting this because my candle that I'm doing is all about new love and healing and balance. Anyway, I just realized that. But medicine says if you haven't got the candle, get it. But maybe setting your own intentions for the new moon will be so key. He says to bring in more vitality, more fun, more enjoyment, and more moments of appreciation. One of the things that I even struggle with currently, I'm like working through this. I promise all of you. I don't stop. I don't give up on myself. But one of the things I've been working on is learning to appreciate life. And I'm actually happy, but it's harder. I'm happy within, but it's like my happiness is coming from within. It's not coming outside of myself. And that is the key. He wants you to learn to have more happiness, not just within yourself, but also outside of yourself, where it's like, I'm happy that this is happening. I'm happy that this, I'm going on this trip or something, or I'm happy that, I'm having fun. There's something like that. You need to have more of those appreciation moments, right? Where it's like, this life that I'm living is giving me this experiences kind of thing. That's what he wants for you as well. So set that intention. I hope that made sense to you, all of you. It's just about appreciating the present moment. And if you do this, change. That's the point. So if you are interested in that. So I'll leave it there. I thank you, Taurus. Don't forget to like and comment. Sorry, I just see 111, and it's all about a new beginning. I just want to let you know that because it's a big deal. Anyway, the new moon is going to be a big moon. Anyway, all right, let's take a look here. Let's do Gemini. Alrighty, let's take a look here. So, Manager, can you tell me who's coming towards a Gemini next in love? I don't see romance specifically. I actually, Metatron says, not so fast on that one. I see you meeting someone you're going to be friends with, and then it's going to lead to romance. It's a connection that is going to be built on a very, very solid friendship. It's interesting because I see you meeting someone, not the person that you're going to be romantically linked to, but they have a friend that you're going to be interested in, and they're going to be interested in you, and you're going to be friends first, and it's going to move very quickly. I feel a lot of you have been stuck in a dynamic in the past where you were friends with someone and you didn't tell them you wanted them or something like that. Yeah, I don't see you doing that one again because it's like, I'm not going to make that mistake. And you are moving into this new connection where you're friends, but you're something here, and you're going to seize the day. Is it c'est la vie? I don't know. I'm sorry. It's that's what you said anyway, but seize the day. You're going to do this, and it's going to really pay off. So I see you starting something with someone who's a new friend's friend or new friend's brother or sister or something, right? There's just something like that. There are links in that way. How will Gemini be meeting this person? Chance. Sorry, it appears like it's chance, but it's not. Metatron says that there is I don't know if it's business opportunity or something that is written, right? It's just what he's saying, something that's written here. You're meant to meet this person, and that's the point. But it feels like something like maybe it's part of your purpose. I don't know. It's just like you're moving and in this direction, whatever direction, this purpose direction that you're in, you meet that person and they introduce you to someone else, and things change very rapidly here. Let's see. Who are they, Metatron? Like, who is this person? Like, how can Gemini identify them? You're going to know when you feel it. He's saying that you'll feel it in your tummy. It's not the root chakra. It is just in front of the root chakra. I know it's an odd place to have it, but he's saying that the chakras are more near the prana, the spine. It's in front. Like it's like a little tummy tingling. That's what he says. It's a tummy tingling sensation when you meet them. And find them very attractive, by the way. they're not gonna know what hit them when they meet you, by the way. That just says like this person is going to be like, wow, who is this person? Um, the way that you come across is confident and sure of yourself, and it's like it basically kind of screams to me. You come across like you've been healing. That's what it feels like to me. But you do you. I don't know. It's just that feeling that's coming through. So I see you meeting this person, and it's they're going to be caught off guard here, and it's very beautiful. Anyway, is there any last thing that you want to give for Gemini? Um, Metatron. Let's take a look here. Gemini. Let's see. He wants us to pivot a little bit here. He's showing me that game where you have three cups and there's a rock in one of them. Why? You need to trust your intuition here. You can always get the right cup, is what he's saying. But you do need to trust your intuition. You need to trust your psychic abilities, and you need to trust your connection to all that is. Right now, it's important that you learn to trust you, not that negative mind that we all have, that human construct mind, right? Trust your soul, trust you, and trust your innate gifts and your abilities. But this has to do with the shuffling of cups for some reason. I feel maybe it's a path. It's hard to say what this is resembling. Is it a path, Metatron? You say no. I think it's situations of people, places, things. You're going to be meeting some people, and you're going to need to make some really quick choices about whether or not you want to cultivate something there or not. And your intuition, your innate gifts, your inner knowing, that is the key for you to figure things out very quickly. Because there's a lot of times in life you don't have much time to make a choice, right? You're meeting someone, and it's like you can initiate more conversation with them or not, and then you never talk to them again, right? It's like that. Something, seeing this something like this, you're gonna know who you need to talk to when you need to talk to them. So follow that. That's a key one. All right. Is there anything else on that, Metatron? He says that you can do this. He's saying that you are born to do this, and you are ready to do this as well. That's what he says. I see most of yous. It's funny because in the candle I'm going to be doing, I'm clearing the mind. Your mind is a lot clearer when you meet this person. It just feels like very strong. Like I see you having more clarity, and that's a beautiful thing. All right. I'll leave it there. Don't forget to like and comment, Gemini. So we're at 22 minutes. Sorry, I got like still pistachio. Anyway, let's take a look here. We're at Cancer. There we go. Let's take a look here. Metatron, can you tell me who's coming towards Cancer in love? All right, you have an X coming back, by the way. Sorry, it's an X. Can you give me more clarity, more information on that? Because I thought I felt someone else too. But the very first person that's coming towards you next is going to be an X, Cancer. Why is this X coming towards you? They're not in good shape, for one. I do feel like this is someone who has when someone's not taking care of themselves, you're like, well, right? Yeah, they have that type of energy where they don't look like they've been taking care of themselves. They don't look like they've actually been in a good place. They are actually looking a little bit depressed, right? So sad, melancholy. That's the energy that's coming forward. They are coming towards you. Why this person wants you, why they are coming back in your life, is because you were a big source of, I want to say, high vibrational energy. And you actually see that a lot. I guess I never really thought about it, but you know how a lot of people talk about, you make my life better. Like it really does feel like it's obviously it's literal, but it really does feel like you do make this person's life a lot better. When you're in this person's life, they take care of themselves more. They eat healthier, they work out, um, uh, I want to say they look after themselves more. Your energy kind of gives them that. It gives them that. What is it, Metatron? What are you trying to say? It gives them the strength to do that. And they find your energy as amazing. Sorry, he said amaze balls. That's what Metatron said. This person actually really finds your energy amazing. And it's why they're coming back. I feel that this is someone that kind of needs to learn to fish on their own, right? They kind of need to learn to feed themselves. They have to learn to do it on their by themselves. And I think it's actually gonna be very difficult for you. Metatron does suggest that you connect to your higher self in the moments here, because you're gonna know what to do. I understand. You may want to help them. You may want to give them some of your energy, but I don't think that's helping in the end. In fact, it's, you know, that expression, you give a man a fish to eat for a day, you teach a man to fish to eat for life. You know, you saying no. And I think it's what your higher self is going to say. I don't know, right? But you saying no will help this person learn to fish on their own, help them learn to be more self-sufficient and not rely on you or anyone else. And they will suck you dry. It's interesting because Metatron's saying that there's a path for you where you either go down or up. Down means you've given them your high vibrational energy. Up means you've said no. And there's another person actually that I see. I had a feeling there's a new person headed towards you that's a lot better fit for you, but their frequency is higher. So if you are giving of yourself to people or the specific person, your vibration, your frequency isn't going to be high enough to reach that new person. And this is someone who's a lot better fit. Let me get more information on that, Metatron. There's a resilience here. This person learned, whoever they are, from a very early age, to love themselves and to give themselves that energy. I actually feel like they have a very spiritual component to them, but I don't know. I do have spirituality on my mind because I'm watching that documentary. I swear, it's like it's in there, but it does feel like they have a strong spiritual component. They fill their own cup. And okay, what else, Metatron? Sorry, I gotta hold this. Anyway, what else, Metatron? They love themselves. They like themselves as well. Yeah. Yes, I will leave like that. Is there anything else or anyone else that's coming towards Cancer, or any guidance that you have for Cancer right now? Don't let yourself get guilted into giving people more than they deserve. And it's okay to say no. I've been in those situations as well. I have it happens often, actually, for me personally, because I'm so giving and I give so much of my energy away. I have people often take advantage of that, and it's, you know, since I have a lot reserved, I don't really technically mind that much, but I don't think you have that much in your reserves in your bank, and it's important that you, not that you're stingy with it. Stop being stingy. It's more of you're just putting yourself first. And I think that you have a habit of giving when you barely have any, and it just depletes you. And that's not a good place to be. Is there any suggestions or guidance that you have? Yes, there is one. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what he means by this, but he's showing me you pour in water. Oh, never mind. Pour yourself a glass of water. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Metatron wants you to start pouring into your own cup and drink your own water rather than giving it all away. That's a key one for you. But it's hard. He's saying that there's a guilt factor here. Where is this guilt coming from for Cancer right now? From your parents. It's a parental issue. You've been guilted before into letting people. It's one of those things where you let people cross your boundaries through guilt or something like that. Yeah, you gotta work on that one, by the way. It's a key one for you. Mention this is a key lesson. All right, I'll leave it there. I thank you, Cancer. Don't forget to like and comment. Why am I? Oh, I guess it's just that. All right. Sorry, I'm like, why am I? Oh, here. Okay, 15. Let's see. We are on Leo. Let's see who's coming next towards Leo in love. Multiple suitors. Let me see how you feel about this. It feels like you're not so interested in these multiple suitors. Why is this the case? Oh, they're a headache. I think you're at a period right now in life, Leo, where you're very focused on you and you're very focused on what you want to do and what makes you happy. The interesting thing about being in relationships or having friendships and stuff like that is that we often get dragged into their crap. It's not just the fact that we're dragged into their drama, right? And they often, I don't know, I actually don't really talk to people, but whenever I see people talking on the street, they're always complaining, right? It feels like you're kind of sick of that right now. You're kind of sick of dealing with that negativity. And it's not just the fact that they bring in their drama. It's also the fact that you have to go with them to do the things that they want. And maybe it's vice versa, but it's not always. I think you are very much focused on doing the things that you want to do that make you happy. And I think that you're at a period in time, or at least you're going to step into it where you realize, when I'm by myself right now, I can do all that I want to do, and I don't have to put up with anybody else's nonsense. So I see you looking at these connections as more of a headache than they are worthwhile. Are there any specifics, like any special suitors here? I see 2 for most of you. 3 is the third one for some of you, but are there any specific ones? I don't think so. Your vibration, your energy is not for solitude. It's not like you're lonely. You're just filling your own cup right now, and that's a really good place to be. Let's see. What do you have to say then, Metatron, for Leo, for Leo's new connections? I think I think you are pleased to get the, I don't know what you would say that is when you get hit on. Positive reinforcement. I don't know what you'd call it. I think you're pleased with it, but you're not moved by it right now. And the reason for this is that energetically you're loving the experience of just doing what you want to do. I feel like you could be also shedding some people from your life, because I see two bags of stuff just leaving you. It feels like you're in that period where you are releasing, right? And you are ascending, and it's a beautiful period right now. It's a beautiful time in your life, but it doesn't require this. You just innately know it's best right now that I kind of keep myself to myself. You've had people come in and take from you. In fact, I actually had this image of you that Metatron showed me, where people reached into your heart and just grabbed what they wanted. I haven't been in a situation like this in a while, but I'm sure all of you have had it, right? Where you see people lay things out on the counter and say, hey, take what you want. And then there's some people who take way more. You've had that knack of attracting people who take way more than they should. In fact, they are constantly taking advantage of you, and they take advantage of your generosity. And this is what's kind of leading you to be like, wait a second. Metatron says, entering this period important, but make sure that you are not staying in it all the time or forever, right? When it's time for you to be more open and be more giving and be more vulnerable, that is going to be necessary, right? But we've all had those experiences where people just they literally, I tell someone, just reach right into you and just grab from you. And it feels bad, actually, doesn't it? I don't know. I always felt bad to me when people took from myself, and I think that that's something you need to bring more awareness to. All right. Is there any other guidance that you have right now for Leo? No, that's it. That's it. He has a suggestion. Fall in love with you right now. This is very important. Fall in love with you. Appreciate you. It's even such an odd thing. I have to give this. It's such an. I think that a lot of humans have like a block here because no one wants to be what people refer to as narcissistic or something. But it's okay to love love yourself for loving the things that you love. I hope that makes sense. It's like I feel like you have all these great tastes, and you like all these things, and it's okay to love yourself for that. I hope that makes sense. It's like I appreciate the fact that I love these things, or I'm so grateful that I love this, right? I know it sounds crazy, but there's something like that. Let me see. Is there any specific phrasing that you want to have? He says, I am loved by me. Yeah, I am loved by me. Something like that. You need to learn to love you for you. And that's being key. So, a key one is what he's saying right now. Anyway, I'll leave it there, Leo. Don't forget to like and comment. So, we're at 33. 33. I'm just 30. Okay, so Virgo. All right. Virgo. Let's take a look here. Alrighties, let's see. Virgo. So, Metatron, can you tell me what's next for Virgo in love? I don't see too much happening in love right now. Why is that the case? I think you may be going for aspirations or goals right now that seem to have your fixation and focus. Love isn't that big of a priority. Metatron says if you feel like it should be a bigger priority for yourself, then make it one, and things will start to move and shift in this area. If it isn't a big priority for you, which is perfectly okay, then you're kind of going about things right. So I don't know if this is going to change right now, and obviously what we want changes throughout the different cycles that we move through, right? But I feel like you're currently in a cycle where you're achieving aspirations or goals or ambitions of yours, and love, it just doesn't really, it's not that at the front seat, it's like at the back. Sorry, no. Let's say you're, whatever you're focusing on is in the front seat, it's in the trunk, right? Lost back there. So I feel like you've really shoved it in the back right now. It's not that big of a priority. And why is that the case? Because of other stuff right now are bringing in more fulfillment. It's not just that though. In the past, when you have invested your time and your energy and love, it didn't pay off. So you have a little bit of that energy where you're very focused on results. I know how hard that is. Don't think I'm not here, not focusing on what, the results, right? We often do stuff and we are looking at what we're going to get for it. But it does feel that way where there's maybe it's a limiting belief or a block here where you're like looking at love and thinking, whatever, right? I put so much energy into that and I got nowhere. What the energy you put in, right? Was worth it, even though you didn't get what you wanted, but there's some kind of an attachment to results that's now blocking you a little bit. So you may want to look at this. But the reason why nothing's coming in love or nothing's moving in this area of your life is that your focuses are on more of your dreams and your aspirations. But I think that this is a part of it, and it's something that you should consider. Metatron says it's kind of like sorry, he showed me you driving, and then it's like you can look at it in the rear view mirror a little bit. You can give it some time, some attention. It shouldn't be your full thing. Love doesn't really bring that much fulfillment when it comes from other people, obviously, but it does bring some, and it's exciting to spend our life with people, or it's exciting to spend time with people as well. And I feel like it's something that you're kind of missing a little bit of. Can I get more clarity on that, Metatron, for Virgo? Any guidance that you have for them? He says there's a suggestion not to shove it aside and not to be blocked to it as well. Not to shove it aside, not to be blocked to it, and be open to that. When it comes, it's ready. He shows me I don't know if it's a stork, right? Something just dropping right into your path. Anyway, he's showing me this, and there's nothing wrong with that. So when it comes, be open to it. And yeah, that's all I have currently. Is there anything else, anything else coming towards Virgo? Then the very first thing I got was business opportunities, or new jobs, or new money revenue streams. Let's take a look here. What's coming? I feel more financial stability, and whatever you're currently working on or what you're doing for work, I see you getting better at it to keep and sustain that financial stability from there. And I also see other sources of revenue headed towards you as well. Let's take a look. Is there anything else you want to say for Virgo? No. I think there's this feeling coming through that if you do want change in love right now, you're gonna have to maybe set that intention. I would, because of how I'm filming it. I actually, again, it's gonna be the same anyway. The community candle I'm doing is all about new love. So if you're interested, platonic and romantic, don't worry. But setting the intention for the new moon for new love, that would be key here for you. That's what Metatron says, right? The intention with the new moon in Libra, that you want to find love, platonic or romantic, or do the candle that I'm doing, and I'll do it, right? But there is a need for that. So I don't really see you changing in this respect right now. I don't really see things changing for you unless you make that change. I think you need to be more conscious about it. One thing that I know, actually I know a lot anyway, but the one thing that I know when it comes to like something like this is that we need to make that choice consciously, where it's like, I want this, I want it. And that's when things can start moving in that area. I feel like you haven't done it, like you haven't done it fully, right? That consciously, where I'm ready kind of thing. I feel like you have to say something like that. That's being key, is what he's saying here. And things will start to move in this area. He's showing me a dam, and it will start to break down that dam, and things will flow very fast. You built the dams, what he says. That's it. That's what he's going to give. All right. So I thank you. Don't forget to like and comment, Virgo. So we're at 39. 15. All right. Let's take a look here. Hello, everyone. All right. Let's see what sign am I at, Libra. Okay, let's take a look here. So, manager, can you tell me who or what's coming towards Libra? Manager says it's your season. A lot of things are headed towards you, by the way, not just love or platonic or romantic connections, but I see a lot headed in your direction. What does this mean for Libra? You're gonna kind of get swept. It feels, okay. I have to give it like this. It feels like there's like a large body of water. You know, like when there's like a tsunami or like a mudslide or something like that, and you get swept up in that. Yeah, that's what I see happening for you. A bunch of stuff's headed towards you. A lot of stuff's headed towards you, and it's going to sweep you up quite quickly. There is a need to make sure that you are sustaining your grounding during this process. I recommend you do the access where you pull crystal energy into your chakras and then Sirius B energy into your chakras, and then you do them both at the same time, and that will help activate and ground you. But what he's saying is the reason why you're going to get swept up is you're going to become ungrounded very easily. When a lot of exciting stuff happens for us, we start to fill up with a lot more energy and we lift up, right? We start to float. So make sure you are grounding yourself. There is a recommendation to use grounding stones. I see black obsidian being the key one. Is there any other stones that you recommend? Yes, sorry. Red jasper. Sorry, I think it's that one. Red jasper. Yeah. Black obsidian or red jasper stones will be really good for you. Helpful, especially for the first week after the 14th. Very helpful for you. It is something to take note of. It just feels like things are going to start to thaw out and unfreeze, and it's all going to hit you at once. Is there anything specific that you see, Metatron, coming for Libra? Yes. A lot of yous, there's a person that maybe you haven't talked to in a while. I see communication here. Maybe it's you telling them, or maybe it's them telling you, but it's hard to say. I see something like that playing out. Can I get more clarity on that? Sorry, he said nope. I see movement and connections that there have been no movement, and people you haven't seen in a long time. You've seen people you haven't talked to in a long time. You talking to. It feels like stuff like this, things that have been frozen in time and kind of locked, right? Isn't everything's flowing all at once, and that's actually a really good thing. But it can feel very ungrounding. It can feel very uncertain, and it can make you feel kind of lost a little bit at sea. Anyway, he's saying just ground yourself. You got this. It's never going to be more than you can handle is what he's saying. But it does feel like a lot, like it's just, you know how like you had those periods, we all have them, right? Where nothing happens and then all of a sudden a bunch of stuff is changing in your life and a very short period of time. That's the period that you are about to enter, and it's a really good period. But it feels very lively anyway. Anyway, I think that's it. Is there any other people, places, or things headed towards Libra? Metatron does suggest that you get a notebook and you write stuff down. What do you want them writing in that notebook, Metatron? It's odd. I don't know if you have this issue. If you don't, it's okay, but maybe it's not for you. He recommends that you write down how you feel about things. I don't know if you have trouble with that, or you need something to process. Maybe let's say you do arts or something, or let's say you do I don't know, like music or something that helps you process how you feel, but you need to make sure that you're processing how you feel during this period. And I think in general, that's being the key one. But he's saying to make sure that you are doing something, some kind of practice. It could be a diary, for instance. I don't know, but you need something that helps you channel your feelings into so that you can process them faster. He says a lot of views, maybe you don't do it as often, but that is why things may have frozen in the first place. You weren't processing fast enough and you had to stop it. So it's something to think about. Like, I think you need something like this. He's saying it could be pottery, it could be painting, dance, for instance, right? It could even be working out. I don't know. You need something that helps you process how you feel so you can work through that very easily. All right. I think that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. I want to thank you, Libra. All right. Let's see. We're at 44. 10 for Scorpio. Oopsie. All right, let's take a look here. So, Minister, can you tell me what's next for Scorpio right now? And love. I see you healing. Let's see. Let's take a look here. What is Scorpio healing right now? Are going to be healing for what's next? What's next for you, Scorpio, is you healing connections. So there's a specific issue to do with the mother that I see for most of you, but it could be like an older sister or maybe an auntie or a grandma. But I see you healing connections with your family, familial connections. That's being key here. The reason why this is manifesting in your physical reality is because you healed yourself. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where this healing came from. I guess you should know you healed. Some of you may have healed in your dreams. Often, I usually do that. By the way, I get a lot of work done when I sleep. But wherever you've been doing your healing, this is going to manifest in your physical reality. If you have kids, I see that relationship being a lot better as well. But there's a specific relationship with feminine energy from your family, familial, where you're going to be working things out and healing. And that's actually been very key. Why is that such a big deal for them? One of your biggest blocks, and I know it sounds crazy, and you don't even have to be interested in feminine energy or women, for instance, right? But if we have blocks to masculine or feminine energy, it blocks us in love, period, right? Because everyone has both of these energies. You need this block healed so that you could actually make some progress in your love life. And this has to do, I feel, for most of you, your mama. But it doesn't have to be an older sister, what have you. But someone who I feel is feminine may have some control over you, or you may have control over you. You're going to be healing that connection. You're going to be healing that relationship, and the dynamic is going to be significantly different. And this is a big deal. I'm not just saying that this is going to help open up a super highway for your love life, and things are going to move a lot faster in this direction. I know it seems crazy that those two things can't possibly be connected, but they are, right? Your relationship with men, your relationship with women is connected to your love life. Just period, end of story. It is, right? Your relationship with they're people, right? So it's important that you kind of have some access and awareness to that. But I see you healing a relationship with them, and then it's going to manifest in your as new love connections as well. Is there anything else that's coming to that you see coming towards Scorpio? You're going to be feeling a lot better, by the way. I see you having a lot more determination and a lot more clarity about what you know, where you want to go and who you want to be with. You're going to feel a lot stronger as well. Some of you, this feminine energy has kept you from doing stuff that you felt called to do, and you're no longer going to let that happen. That's what this is all about. And I think that this manifests to your physical relationships or romantic relationships that you're going to be having, because when you feel empowered, it changes your dynamic with how we interact with the world, and you're going to be feeling a lot more empowered as a result. Let's see. Is there any specific people? I just see you having victories. You're changing. I swear it truly feels like you're breaking down some kind of ancestral pattern. So we keep saying you're going to break down this pattern. You're going to finally break it. And when you break down that pattern, it's like it changes your freaking life. Those ancestral patterns, the ancestral karma, right? You know, all the stuff that we've been programmed. It's very difficult to release and remove, but it's so beneficial for us to focus on that. And I see you doing something like this. It's something to do with that feminine energy, maybe on your mom's side of the family. I don't know, but it's clearly up ancestral pattern, ancestral dynamic that is being that you're breaking, and it's shifting your life, shifting your reality. Is there any more? Is there anyone like here? No, I think that's it. Manager, I want you to focus on this. So see what's there. See how this is true for you, right? If it is, if it's not, don't make it fit. But see how it's true for you in this respect. Are there feminine energies that you have a bad dynamic with that you want to have a better dynamic with? Sorry, Manager says, pay attention to how you feel when you're talking to them. That's a key one. I'm not sure who that's for, but he's saying that's key. Anyway, I think that's it. Any guidance that you have for Scorpio? Okay. There is something that's it's just a fact, I guess, the way he wants to say. When you break it, the pattern, you will help your family break it. That's the key. I know that sometimes we wonder if we heal ourselves, will they will things be the same? Will they act the same? They won't, because when we have the cure for what's ailing them, we can give them that through our energy exchange, and we can help them break it as well. So your dynamic is gonna be way different, but it's like you can do it. I don't think they can, and that's why you're going to do it, and then you're gonna help them do it as well. You also free up your whole lineage. That's actually how it works, right? Just from the stuff, even the ones that passed, right? That's the point. It's such a big deal. That's why this is its focus here. But this has been impacting your life and keeping you from sovereignty for a while now. And it's about time that you dealt with it fully and completely. Some of you, he's saying that it's affected your abundance as well, your money. I think it's because of that empowerment. But it impacts every facet, every aspect of your life. So let's work through that. All right. Any guidance on is there anyone stepping forward to help them with this? We have the Divine Mother. If you want to call her in to help you break this, she says that she's quite good at this, is what she says. Whatever your issue is, she's quite good at it. So if you are interested in that, call Divine Mother in, and just like we work with our guides, by the way, and call Divine Mother in, and she can help you heal and release this. I would, because that came through. I would ask Divine Mother to come visit you at night while you sleep so that you can heal. That's what I normally do. I call on, like, who wants to step forward to help me tonight? And I wait for someone to reply, and then I start to call them in. So I would probably do that right before bed, call Divine Mother in and ask her to heal your ancestral patterns and your ancestral karma, and help you free you of it. All right. So I'll leave it there. I thank you, Scorpio. Don't forget to like and comment. Alrighties, let's see. So we're at 50. Oopsie, 50, 58. Okay. Okay, let's take a look here. We're at Sagittarius. Alrighties. Yes. Okay. I'm so happy all of you are here. All right. Okay, let's take a look. Sagittarius. So, Metatron, can you tell me what's next in love for Sagittarius? I see some steamy hookups, by the way. I don't know, but it feels like you may not have had a lot of stimulation down there. In fact, I feel like a lot of people don't really turn that engine on, right? I don't think you're meeting anyone. I don't really think that you find them that attractive. I don't think that you find, and it's probably, at least for me, like, I'm all about energy. Like, their energy is not great. I don't have no interest, right? And it feels like you've had this experience where it's like nothing. You don't feel anything. They do. So you're like, I don't feel anything at all. You're going to be meeting some people that are going to be really turning on that engine of yours, and it's going to be very, very exciting period. I feel like it's going to be a little more on the casual side, but it's laying the foundation for something that is much bigger. But this period, these casual or like flings or something like that, or people that you find very attractive that you get to know, it's important that you have that experience and you live through that experience. They turn something on in you that hasn't been turned on in a while. And I do mean that as a pun, really, right? But it's like that. That's the energy that these people are going to be igniting in you. And it's something that you haven't quite felt in a while. I do feel like you're going to find them very physically attractive. You're going to like how they look in their eyes, and you're going to love their energy as well. Energy is like, it's where it's at, but not everyone cares that much about it. But energy, it really is where it's at. And this is their energy. Everything about these people is just on point. Or this person, I actually see it being two different people, but whatever the case is. But you're definitely, I guess medicine says you have your pick of the litter, essentially. But you're going to be very, 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 I don't know what this word is. Is it sexual? I don't know. Sorry, it's just, it feels weird to say, but it feels like that sexual energy coming through. Can you tell me more about these people, these individuals, Metatron, right now for Sagittarius? There's a lot of energy here. There's been a lot of a push for this as well. A lot of views, It's something that I use a lot. I use a lot of this, by the way. But it's like, you know, when you have more sexual energy, people are drawn to you. It just is what it is. They are going to open the floodgates of your energy and allow you to have even more sexual energy so that you can be a super attractor and it's very magnetic. So I know that I don't know if your focus is career or if your focus is like your own goals and ambitions, but this is a key component to making that even more successful or making you even more attractive. They're going to help open up the floodgates and do an activation. It's their energy that they bring. It's something. How do I phrase this? What am I missing here, Metatron? It's like you meet them, they activate something in you, and you have all this extra sexual energy that you will now have flowing through you all the time now because of that, because of you meeting them. Again, there's that foundation. I also feel like they are going to help lay a foundation for a romantic connection in the future as well. But it's something about the sexual energy itself. You need more of it. You're supposed to have more of it, and you're meant to be a super attractor. Metatron says, especially if you feel like you are a light worker or a way shower, if you feel like that, that's key. The sexual energy is how we, I guess, convince people. But it's part of it. It's part of the allure. I know that. I don't know. I know that you don't normally think sexual energy as being, I don't know, like the key to getting people to listen to your spiritual stuff or what have you, but it's a really, really big factor. You're going to have a lot more of this. I actually see this like fire around you as well that's going to make you super, super, super attractive. You're ready for it. You're ready for that activation. Some of these, this could be a Kundalini rising as well, Kundalini activation. It feels like something like that, but so if you already had it, it's something else because it's like straight up fire surrounding your body. It's like within the aura as well, not outside of the aura. So anyway, is there anything that you want to say about these people? Very, very, very sexually attracted to them, by the way. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, it really is. I just see you doing stuff with them. It's just like the image of it. It's like you're just doing stuff with this person. Um, oh, it's just like I don't know. It's a beautiful energy. It's beautiful energy. There should be no shame here. With that energy as well. Anything else, Metatron? I think that's it. That's all I got. It's almost an odd reading, but it's very sexual energy. I thank you, Sagittarius. So we're at 56. 46 for Capricorn. Okay. Oopsie, Cap. All right, let's take a look here. Metatron, can you tell me what's next in love for Capricorn right now? I see you wrapping up past hurts and past pain. One thing that Metatron does say he's been seeing you doing, and that has been avoiding some elephant in the room. This could be, for some of you, an ex, or it could be anger or past hurts or past pain to do with your past, to do with past love interest, or maybe even familial connections. What's next in love for you is you healing those things that have been long-standing issues in your life, things that have been very, very, very problematic and definitely need to be resolved. I really do understand the desire to want to just avoid it or the desire to want to just pretend like it's not there, but that impacts your life. At every experience you have, you are bringing some of that energy into it, every single one. And I know it seems crazy, like it's crazy, right? But it really is how this place works. This place is built on energy, and if your energy is wounded still, you are bringing in that wounded energy everywhere you go. And it's not just when you are mad, it's not just when you are triggered that comes out, which obviously it would. It impacts the actual dynamic and the energy exchange. It is important that this is solved and conquered. Let me see if there's anything specific that he's saying. I just see you specifically very focused on past hurts and past pains that need your attention. They need your focus, and they need to be addressed. Let me take a look here. Is there any, like, what's spurring this? This I want to say Do you know, Metatron says it's one of those periods where you kind of wake up one day and you want to clean your freaking house. You're like, you know what? This house has been like this. I'm just going to clean it, right? You know, like you kind of hit that point of, I had enough. That's what's going to spur this on. So you hit this period where it's like, I won't live another day like this. Yeah, that's what happens. So I think a situation or maybe your environment stimulates this and it creates that change within you. And that change within you is then going to manifest as you face in the past and you healing from it. It's going to be like a weight off of your shoulders, like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders. That's the feeling that you're going to have as a result of this. And it's a beautiful feeling. I think that you are exhausted and you are tired as well. That's part of it. That's interesting. Sorry, I see like these really long arches coming like all to your like to this point in time right now that need to be addressed. So very, very, very old stuff. So don't be afraid to go way back, right? Go back way back to your past. I want to give you this because I think I may have given this to you already. But I want to give you the forgiveness contract. It comes from Katherine Tack. But the forgiveness contract is going to be a really I did that one earlier today. I did the forgiveness and the expansion one. But the forgiveness contract will really help you with this. It will help resolve this very fast. I will do it once a day for 8 days. Medicine says 9 for you. All right. And this can help you heal all those past things little by little. And when we change our past, when we heal our past, we change who we are in the present, and it changes our future. That's the key. It like drastically. There's like I cannot fathom. I can't fathom it. I cannot stress how much it changes our trajectory when we heal ourselves. It changes the path around. It changes our timeline. It changes our destination where we'll end up when we heal, because it impacts every choice we make, right? From this point forward. So do not undervalue healing. But I see you just healing the past, really diving into it. Yeah, just that. And is there any guidance that you have right now? Metatron 4 Capricorn. He says to get everything. Leave no stone left unturned. He says at first, when we start to heal stuff, we may feel like we're not doing it, or you may feel like we are lost. He's saying that you're not lost, to believe that you are doing it. Is there any beings of light that are stepping forward to help Capricorn? There is one. It's the God of Fury steps forward to help you, Capricorn. If you are interested in working with the God of Fury, I actually have, and this came through earlier today, and there's no such thing as coincidences. My God of Fury dark side meditation, you can remove your dark side that exists right here. It's like this little, I don't know, it looks like a really, really, really big, I don't know, pimply type thing that just hangs right there. If you feel like, oh God, I have something there, like I need that dark side, get it. It's cheap. You can get it on my Patreon shop. But I gave someone earlier today, I did like a reading, and that came through, and it came through again. No such thing as a coincidence. I feel like you need it. And when I did the dark side transmission, wow, I used to have really bad anger issues, really bad. It was real annoying, by the way. It's just like, I'm like, how do I still have this? And that's when I called him in. He connected with me, and then he's like, oh, I can help you with this. So that's the meditation I'm giving. So if you are interested in that, I had really bad anger issues, and I think it does help with addiction as well. Yeah, I think it does help with addiction. Is that what it does? Sorry, let me call him in. God of Fury. What does it help with? The dark side. It's like that part of you that wants to do bad things or wants to indulge bad things. It's right there. That's it. So if you want that, if that sticks out to you, get the God of Fury dark side meditation. It's worth it. That one's a real good one. That was a real powerful one. All right. I thank you, Capricorn. Don't forget to like and comment. So we are on, let's see, 1/03/20. Alrighty, for Aquarius. Let's take a look here. Alrighty, so what's coming next to Aquarius? I actually see, what's interesting? I got this message for you before. A group of people headed in your direction. Friends, that seems to be a key one. They are very, very close to you. Last time I saw them, they were like here. like right over here and you're like here. Now it's like they're right here and you're right here. So there's like this little piece of time, I guess, or distance between you and them. I know this sounds crazy. I say sounds crazy, but it reminds me of the Lords of Time when when we're close to people, but we're not able to fully connect. The Lords of Time can bend reality so that we can be in alignment with meeting them. If you are interested in that, call the Lords of Time in and have them assist you with connecting to these people. But I see it as a group of friends that have a very specific lifestyle that you are meant to live. It feels like lifestyle of more wealthy, affluent people. You're meant to live that type of life. You're meant to have that experience. I also feel a lot of you are meant to be more on the popular side or possibly even fame. But it's key, right? You know, these individuals, you haven't met them yet, and maybe a little bit of assistance with the Lords of Time can get you to meet them. I've had it with specific beings of light where I was like, I'm far from them. I use the beings of light to connect. It is what I use, so it's my suggestion. But you can do whatever you want to do. But I feel like these people are destined to meet you. Is that key, Metatron? He says they're important for you to meet them, and that's why it will happen. Do you have a time frame on this? I see it happening by at least January. January seems to be the one. Like I want to say latest January. That you mean these individuals, you mean these people. But they're a group of people. One is definitely a woman. And the other one who I think they lead you to the others. There's two others, and there's one person way in the back that you will meet. But the first person, you're so close to getting to them. Why is this such a significant and important part for Aquarius, Metatron? It has to do with energy exchange. You need to. Okay, I have to give it like this. I know it is what it is. I know this example. Don't think I'm sitting here thinking, oh. Anyway, it's a good example, but I get it. But do you know when like a famous person, like they go with someone who's poor, right? And then they treat them to that lifestyle, and then they're with them for a while, and then they have to pay spousal support because they're used to and accustomed to that lifestyle. It's like that. Not like there's gonna be spousal support or anything like that, but you need to be accustomed to the lifestyle that these people are living, so you can then have that energy inside of you and be able to manifest it on your own. It's like that though, where you get accustomed to it, where you won't go back. It kind of reminds me when I did first class. I flew to Florida, and I was like, I'm gonna fly first class. I'm not gonna be in the back. I don't care. So I paid extra, and I paid for first class there and back. And I'm not gonna fly without first class these days, right? It's like that. And that's why I know that seems crazy or whatever, but it isn't. Sorry, I don't mean to shake it. It is important that you experience what they experience normally, so that you can then stay on that frequency, stay in that energy, and be accustomed to it. And it's normal, and it'll help you manifest more, especially if you are trying to manifest more money or manifest more wealth for yourself. Being in contact or close to people with wealth already, they have the energy of wealth, right? Wealth is an energy. Everything is, and you need some of that. You need some of that, especially if you come from more of a rags type of thing. You need to move to the riches, and that's the key. It's like something like that. That's what I see here. Is there anything else for this? Sorry about my internet, everyone. Any other guidance that you have, Metatron, for Aquarius? He's saying that the abundance is your right. That's what he says. Abundance is your right. He says that because of how we look at rich people, or we look at the class system, we tend to think of it as us and them, or them and us, right? What Metatron is saying here is that you have a bit of a mental block that makes you think that rich people are other people, rather than thinking that we're all the same. And that's part of the reason why you need to meet them, because you're going to realize they're just like me. And or I have a lot more value. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say how a lot more value, but I want to say that it is what it is. I'm going to say it. But I feel like you need that experience where you You realize I am just as valuable or more, right, than them, and I deserve this life. It's something like that, where it's a mental block because of how we see the class systems, because of how we see people with money, because of how it's shown on movies and TV, and even in I want to say social media, that lifestyle. You see that lifestyle as someone else's lifestyle, not your own. And that's why this is so important. So what he's saying is key. Anyway, I thank you, Aquarius. Don't forget to like and comment. So let's see, we're at 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 15 seconds for Pisces. Yes. Okay, so let's take a look here. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Can you tell me, Metatron, what is next in love for Pisces? I see you dating some people. Your heart's not with them, though. I think you want someone else. Why? Okay, so Metatron says that you're going to be dating some new people. You're going to be interested in them. It's not like there's nothing there per se, but your heart is currently belonging with someone else. I feel what you think is you want that old person, right? Which is why you're not interested that much into the new one. But what Metatron says is this is actually, there's a block here and a false belief. You are scared to open yourself up again to love, which makes you think that's why you want the past person. You need to bring more awareness to this, because this is going to be an issue that's going to haunt you the rest of your life unless you conquer it. You have a fear about opening up, maybe even a fear about intimacy and fear of vulnerability again. There's also, I feel like you've been shattered before, like a shattering. I don't know what this is, what he's referring to, but there seems to be some type of shattering that happened here with you at some point in time. And that experience was so devastating, was so hard. It is the block. It's why you may think, oh, I want the past person, blah, blah, blah. This is a trick of the mind. Your mind is making you think that you're going to go through that same exact experience again. Or if you did go through it again, it may break you this time. I have news for you, Pisces. The fact that you already lived through it means that you'll make it through like that if you were to go through something like that again, which you probably wouldn't anyway. But our mind loves to do that, does it not? Keep us from opening up or make us believe that it's going to be so devastating that we die, blah, blah, blah. Our mind's always, it's such an exaggerator, right? And this is a key thing for you. So I do see you dating someone that is a pretty good fit. I'm not saying forever, what have you, but someone that probably deserves a lot more of a second thought from you. But this past person that you're holding on to is shielding your heart, and you think it's love, it's fear. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's fear. It's keeping you there. Are there any suggestions, Metatron, on how Pisces can deal with this? He says heart healing, 2 hands on your heart, and channel energy into it. I usually channel angel energy personally whenever you're feeling bad or down. Angel energy will help. That's what I do. That when I was doing this, I was doing heart healing with angel healings or angel energy. So it is what it is. You could do whatever you want, but that is how I did it. Saying whenever you feel bad, whenever you're not feeling great, this will help. The angel energy will help with the shield that's on there as well. There's a barrier shield type thing that's on your heart. And it is partially why you don't feel like you love people or that you're open to them. It has nothing to do with who they are. It has nothing to do with how compatible you are. It has nothing to do with their energy. What's blocking you from being open to them has to do with the past person, but it's the fear that is holding you back, not the love. All right. Something to take note of. I didn't expect this one, but it is what it is. Let's see. What else do you want to say about this, Metatron, for Pisces? There is plenty of room in your heart to fit the entire world. That's plenty of room. There's so much room there. You don't need to limit yourself and enjoy the moment as well. Nor do you need to wait for dessert. That's what he says. Whatever that means to you. You don't need to wait for dessert. You can have it now, right? And that's key for you. Let me see. Is there anything special about the person? I think that person is just meant to be that reminder. That you're kind of blocked a little bit. Are there any guidance and suggestions on how Pisces can unblock this other than the heart healing? He's bringing up candles again. The candles is like the thing they bring up anyway. Any other suggestions? You kind of need to remove some of your limiting beliefs and perspectives surrounding love, the past person, new person, and I think love in general. There is a need for you to go within and start to remove some of those limiting beliefs and concepts that you have in regards to love. They're not helpful to you. Ooh, the air came up. Yeah. They're not helpful for you. And if you don't do this, you're going to be always hindered by that. But it's a restriction. It really is a block and restriction. Block is the heart, restriction is the mind. And this is going to be playing a role in your life forever until it's dealt with. And heart healing will help. Yes, he's saying to do like a letting go of it. Oh, I thought of this earlier. I was wondering why I was thinking of this, but you can say goodbye to the old you, right? Do like and maybe I don't know, whenever you want to do it, but you can light a candle and say goodbye and thank the old you, right? Give love to the old you and send them on their way. This is that releasing. He's saying like some kind of release ceremony where you say goodbye to all that is, and that includes all the beliefs that the old you had, right? All the concepts that the old you had, and all of the limitations that the old you had, so you can release that and start to embrace who you are currently. He's saying that that's a key one for you. That's what he would do if you were in your shoes anyway. Any other things that you want to give for Pisces? Yes. Sorry, he showed me someone kissing you. A kiss. That's really being key. Let's see. What do you mean by that kiss, Metatron? He's saying a kiss is all it takes. You know, when you haven't experienced anything in a while, no, I'm talking about like anything like that. You kind of forget what it all feels like. What it feels like to have someone touch your skin, what it feels like to have someone's face on your face, what it feels like to have someone's body on your body, and vice versa. It feels like you miss your one kiss is all you need to remind you how much you love and how much you like romance and how much you maybe even like physical contact. You need just one kiss is what he says. Just one kiss is all you need. Have at it. All right. Have at that one kiss. All right. That's all I got for you. I want to thank you, Pisces. I appreciate all of you. Please don't forget to like and comment. And I want to thank all of you for being here. Again, I have my candle on candle, as well as guided meditation if you are interested in that, as well as live readings. I thank all of you, and sorry about the wobble, and take care. Bye.